After what was one of the most difficult weeks in recent memory for Reading Football Club, we've ended it on a massively positive note, putting on one of the best performances Reading have put on this season after beating Cambridge by 4-0. Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new match review on the channel. Today we're going to sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's home victory against Cambridge United at Select Car Leasing Stadium in what was once again, for the second home game in a row, the highest attendance of the season. Reading went out and put on an absolute show to show prospective new owners that this is what you can expect. Now, the starting 11 for Reading on the day just had one change after being forced to make that change with Andy Yeardom's red card. Joel Pereira continued to play in goal. Jarrell Dorset, Tyler Bindon, Amadou Mbenge and Clinton Mola made up the back four. Lewis Wing and Charlie Savage were the two deeper of the midfielders, with Harvey Knibbs playing further forward. Ben Elliott and Femi Azeez were our two wingers, while Sam Smith started up front. Now, Reading got off to a fantastic start, and look, I thought they were good for the first 5 minutes. Cambridge then had a little 5 minutes back, and then Reading scored in the 11th minute when Sam Smith put the ball in the back of the net. It was a little bit of a deflected / slow shot that I really thought the goalkeeper should have done better with. Reading ended up scoring though. Sam Smith getting his 5th goal in 5 games, taking his tally to 11 for this season. Obviously didn't celebrate too wildly, almost like apologised over to the Cambridge fans, but then came over to the Reading fans, slapping the badge. And you could see what it meant to the players and the relief that was on their faces. You could really see that it was a difficult week for Reading building up, and that goal was such a massive bit of pressure off their shoulders, especially after Cambridge started slowly coming into it. They didn't massively create any chances, or they didn't do anything to show that they were in the game, if that makes sense. But putting balls in the box and stuff like that, Reading scored a goal and that was it. Reading then kind of ran away with it. Cambridge just were not good, if I'm being completely honest. I thought they were one of the poorest teams that I've seen come to the Select Car Leasing this stadium. Definitely up there with Carlisle in terms of teams that weren't good. Reading made it 2-0 though in the added time after two home games ago against Shrewsbury, switching off in added time. Reading now switched on in added time. A ball went over the top for Femi Azeez. Azeez sprinted on the end of it. It was a foot race between Femi Azeez and Michael Morrison, and I think we knew who was going to end up winning that race. Azeez ran for on goal and with his right foot put the ball into the bottom of the corner, and Reading scored, and Reading were 2-0 up. And yeah, it was fantastic to see Azeez get a goal. He's been on a little bit of a dry spell recently after having that purple patch earlier on in the season. And Azeez was finally able to get himself that goal. In terms of the first half as well, I just want to touch on the fans. I thought the fans were absolutely fantastic for today. I thought the atmosphere was brilliant. And you could really see a whole stadium come in here to back the team. I thought the Club 1871 and then Y24 to 26 was absolutely fantastic. So much noise coming from that section, and I thought they really got behind each other, and I thought really helped the team really get across the line. Reading though, after half time, started a little bit shaky. Joel Pereira having to make a really good save from a header, but Reading did make it 3-0 when Lewis Wing scored in the 62nd minute. A fantastic goal from him. He was on the right hand side and he's absolutely laced it into the top left hand corner across the goalkeeper, and it was a fantastic strike. Reading made it 4 when substitute Kelvin Ehibhatioman, who took a poor touch, but I don't think it was a poor touch. He's flicked the ball up and then volleyed the ball into the top left hand corner. An absolutely cracking goal. Upon first viewing, it's got to be up there for goal of the season, but he's going to have tough contenders with Azeez and Lewis Wing so far this season, being fantastic from distance. But Ehibhatioman has definitely thrown his name in the hat there for the goal of the season contender. It was a real impressive strike, and look, I just thought Reading overall were just fantastic. You could see at the end of the game as well what it meant to the players. They did a lap of honour, they lapped around the whole pitch clapping the fans. You could see really what it meant, and the celebrations over at 1871 at the end was fantastic. Amadou Mbenge with the amount of passion and fire that he's got, Harvey Knibbs, Femi Azeez. I thought the players really, you could see what it meant to them, and I just want to touch upon Mbenge and Bindon. I thought once again today were absolutely class and did so much to silence Lyle Taylor and the other Cambridge striker, number 7, Brophy. I thought they were just brilliant today, were Reading centre-backs. And you could really see Tyler Bindon is that Rolls Royce of a centre-back. Amadou Mbenge is that more eccentric one, but he's the natural athlete. And I think the pairing together are just fantastic. And I think really that back four that played today were brilliant. I've got to touch on Clinton Mola as well. I thought Clinton Mola had his best game in a Reading shirt today, so I've got to say fair play to him. Look, I just thought the whole team was really good overall. I don't think there was anyone today that stood out that was a bad performer. I thought everybody in that side today had a good game. If I had to pick a man of the match, it would be Lewis Wing. Listen, if we can keep him for next season, it will be absolutely outstanding. In terms of action over in the director's box, not really too much has massively come out. There was Chinese representative, or sorry, should I say Asian representatives there today, presumably around with Dai Young. Someone has claimed that Dai Zhu Li was there. Listen, if she was there, it's crazy that she's shown her face in Reading. But hopefully it was to sign papers to confirm the takeover deal with this supposed North American group. In terms of the league table, Reading continue to sit 18th, 42 points now for the season from 39 games. But more importantly, obviously defeats for Cambridge, who we beat today, and Burton Albion sees us 3 points clear of both teams. Cheltenham also drew away at Barnsley, so Reading gained 2 more points on them. So we're now 7 points clear of the drop zone. So even if a 2-point deduction is enforced due to missed payments, we're still 5 points clear of the drop. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the support that you've been giving me recently as well. And yeah, we'll see you all for the next video very soon. Thanks for watching. My name's been James. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.